as leaders in Nigeria and as leaders in the Northwest, and that we people from the Northwest are known to always be united on every issue. We must not bring some certain sentiment that will begin to divide us, because the way the motion is being read, he's just calling Kano, 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 Kano. I don't think it's fair. I don't think what is right is right. I came to you when you explained to me that the person who brought the motion, this is his explanation to you. I agreed. But the way the motion is being read...
Leader, I have not seen anything in this motion to suggest that the mention of Kano is met with any bad intention.
He keeps saying the thing should have gone to Kaduna, it went to Kano.
It is what the law, he is quoting the law. He is not quoting anything.
He keeps repeating it should have, Kaduna and, to me, Kaduna
it is not the issue of Kaduna and Kano.
Kaduna and Kano are the same.
Honorable, we are lawmakers. We are supposed to keep to the maintenance of law.
But we are the same, sir.
If we are the same, why did the law? He is saying that the law has prescribed certain procedures on how appointments will be made. If there is an infringement on that, and he is calling the attention of the House, what is wrong with that?
No, what I'm saying, this one has been done.
He is not a leader.
It will bring bad blood.
Please, is noted.
It's okay.
By this honorable chamber. And he quoted the section of the law, and with your permission, I can read that section where it's categorically stated that the appointment should be done alphabetically, and alphabetically starting from Jigawa, Kaduna, and Kano. And the appointment is contrary to what is in the law. So my own take, Mr. Speaker, I think we are on point. We are here as lawmakers. This is the law that was passed by this honorable House. So we call on the executives. They are meant to make mistakes, and that's why we have the National Assembly to checkmate these mistakes. So I call on the mover of the motion that we should support this very important amendment so that the executive can make just this amendment. Just this correction is nothing big deal. Like he said, we have always been united, not only in Northwest, but in this
Thank you so much, Honorable, for your motion. There are no ambiguities or areas of controversy. So I'll call for a seconder to the motion. A seconder.
Good people of Awedo, Makana, Federal Constituency, I'm from Nasarawa State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to present a report that the House do receive the report of the Committee on AIDS, Loans and Debt Management on the establishment of promissory note program as reimbursement of Nasarawa State, Kebbi State, for the takeover of airports by the federal government in the sum of 9 billion 542 million 651,786.11 and 15 billion 137 million 336,096 naira 88 kobo, based on the claims by the state as approved by the Federal Executive Council. I hereby do submit, Mr. Speaker.
Is your deputy around? The deputy
request that the bill for an act to establish Ibile Entrepreneurial University be read a second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Representing Anka Talata Mapara constituency, I'm from Zamfara State. The House is aware that the Northwest Development Commission, NWDC Act 2024, was enacted to provide strategic direction and development intervention to address socio-economic challenges in the Northwest. The House is cognizant that the Act mandates the establishment of a governing board to oversee the Commission's activities, with each state in the region represented by one individual and additional representatives appointed from key security agencies and ministries. The House should also note that His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has forwarded names of appointees to the Senate for confirmation as members of the NWDC Governing Board. The House is concerned that the appointments made by the NWDC Governing Board do not comply with the stipulation of the Act, particularly in relation to the principle of equitable state representation and the omission of essential representatives from key security agencies and ministries. Observe that multiple representatives from a single state. The Act stipulates that each state in the Northwest must have one representative on the governing board. However, Jigawa and Kano each have 2 representatives, contrary to the Act. The House should observe that infraction in managing director's appointment. The Act requires that the position of managing director should rotate in alphabetical order, starting with Jigawa, followed by Kaduna State, and not Kano State. The appointment of Professor Abdullahi Shehu Ma'aji from Kano State as MD contravenes this provision, as the MD should have been appointed from Kaduna. Omission of the security representatives. The Act requires that representatives from the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Police Force be appointed to the board. These appointments have not been made, leaving a significant gap in security oversight. Omission of representatives from federal ministries. The Act also mandates the inclusion of representatives from the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, and Ministry of Works to ensure coordinated efforts between the Commission and the key federal ministries. These appointments have not also been made. The House resolved to call on His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to review and rectify appointment to the NWDC Governing Board, ensuring that each state in the Northwest region is represented by only one individual, as mandated by the Act, and remove any instances of over-representation. Request His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to review the appointment of the MD and reappoint a managing director in line with alphabetical rotation stipulated in the Act, beginning from Jigawa and then Kaduna instead of Kano State. Urge the Senate to withhold confirmation of the current appointments until the omissions are corrected and all representatives, including those from the Nigerian Police Force and key ministries, that is Finance, Humanitarian Affairs, Works, are appointed in compliance with the Act. Mandate the House Committee on Development and Security to investigate the infractions and omissions in the current appointment, report back to the House within 2 weeks, and propose additional measures to ensure compliance with the law. I so submit, sir.
My name is Jeremiah Umuru Isi. I represent Akwanga, Nasarawa, Gowamba Federal Constituency. I'm from Nasarawa State. I stand to move that a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the National Institute for Technical and Vocational Education, Wamba, Nasarawa State, be read for the second time. I so move, Your Excellency, sir.
Any second